Welcome to another episode of JW Basketball. Today we will be discussing a training drill that can improve your peripheral vision and court awareness while dribbling the basketball. In this episode we will be going over two of the many different cone drills you can use to train. I will be using X's as the cones, and the circle is going to be the person that's training. There will be an X here, right at the bottom of the key. There will be an X right at the three-point line, closer to the baseline. And then the third X will be the cone that'll be about 2 feet away from the three-point line at the top. Circle here will be the person. What you want to start off doing is you want to start with the left hand on the left side. Take 4 hard dribbles, 4 hard crossovers from here. Sprint to this cone that's at the three-point line. And then take another sprint all the way through to the cone at the top. You want to do either a behind the back crossover or through the leg that makes you change speed and position to the free throw line, elbow extended. And then you want to take the jump shot from here. This big circle will be the rim. You want to take the jump shot from here. The whole time you want to keep your eyes looking up at the court or looking at the rim and not looking down at the dribble. The second part will be cones on the opposite side. So this green marker will be a cone here, and a cone on this side. Same drill, just opposite side. Circle here will be the person that's going through the training. On this side, we use the right hand. All right, 4 hard crossovers so the ball will end up in your right hand again. Sprint it all the way down to the three-point line. Go as hard as possible past the first cone. Second cone at the top, either through the leg, behind the back, or crossover from here. 2 hard dribbles, free throw line extended. On this opposite side, take your jump shot. The whole time on this side, you're looking at the rim as well. So these are just two of the many examples we can use. Let's try to see how these will work when we use it in a real game or a real court. Okay, so let's try to work on this cone drill that has to do with peripheral vision, court awareness, changing speeds, and staying low, and working on explosion. The first part of this drill, we want to go 4 crossovers. Obviously, we're going to the left, so we want to start with the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as soon as we make that last crossover going to the left hand, we want to explode as hard as possible and as low as possible to the second cone. As we push here, we want to turn our body and make our body parallel with the baseline. As you're speeding to the second cone, when you get to the second cone, you don't want to angle the cone out too much. You want to cut the cone and get as close to the cone as possible and push the ball forward when you're making your cut. So our first point is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, push through, second cone, turn, and as you turn, push the ball forward on the cone. Once you make this second turn, you want to immediately start looking at the rim, okay? As you look at the rim, peripheral-wise, you'll be able to see where the three-point line is at, where this cone is at, and where the third cone is at the top. This is very, very important that you keep your vision on the rim because this is going to help you in focusing on different areas on the court, especially if you're playing from the guard situation. People are cutting through the middle. There might be a pass you can make on the side. If you're looking down at the ball the whole time, you'll never be able to see what's going on other sides of the court. So once you make this turn here, immediately start looking at the rim. As you're looking at the rim the whole time, you're pushing the ball as hard as possible from this second cone to the third cone while you're trailing around the three-point line. Make sure when you're trailing around this three-point line, you're not pushing inside the three-point line. You're staying outside of the three-point line, but you're trying to stay as close as possible as you're pushing to the third cone. Once we push to the third cone and our eyes are still looking at the rim, we want to try to get as close as possible to this third cone and then make a move that changes our speed and changes our direction as we go into our next phase. That's our jump shot. Okay, so when you get to this last part of this drill and you go behind the back from here or crossover or through the leg, you want to make sure you either go 1 dribble or 2 dribble depending on what your defense is going to do in the game. So make sure you get comfortable with both scenarios. 1 dribble behind the back, 1 through the leg, behind the back, off the shot, 1 crossover, or 2. Up, 1, 2, up, or behind the back, and up. All right, let's try it again. Let's go a little bit faster this time. All right, so it'll look something like this. As we push through, 4 hard dribbles, starting with the left hand. Keep our body low as we make our turn. Turn our shoulders and explode all the way to the second cone. So we're here, 1, 2, 3, 4, push. After we get to the second cone, turn the corner on the second cone. Remember, don't angle out. Cut the cone as close as possible. Turn, push through. As we push through, we immediately start looking at the rim here. So when we look at the rim, we keep our shoulders low, push the ball forward. The lower you dribble the ball, the more control you're going to have. As you're dribbling forward and dribbling to this last cone, you're trying to stay as close as possible to this 3-point line without looking at it, looking at the rim, and then you want to get to this third cone. Once you get to this third cone, we want to get as close as possible to the cone without hitting the cone, but still being able to change direction with top speed, and then go into our last part of our movement, which would be here. And jump shot. All right, speed again. Let's go a little bit faster. Remember the steps that we went through. Keep in mind these drills are used for peripheral vision and court awareness. If you're looking down while you're doing the drills, it's a waste of time. Until next time, keep practicing and stay tuned for more episodes of JW Basketball.